Alright, hello. You may notice if you've watched my videos before that I'm in a little bit of a different place. I've moved back to my own apartment, so this is my actual room instead of my parents' dining room. So welcome. Today we're going to rank all of the Sims 3 expansion packs. So the Sims 3 has been gaining a lot of traction lately as a lot of people are going back to it, some who actually never played it before, some who haven't played it since Sims 4 got released, and it's really exciting. So I started playing The Sims 3. It's the first game that I actually owned myself from the series, even though I had played Sims 2 before, but I didn't own it until after I actually owned Sims 3. So it's very nostalgic for me. I had almost all of the packs, and I'm excited to rank them. We're gonna start out, the first one we've got here, Ambitions. Ambitions is maybe my favorite pack of the entire thing. I like all the career-based packs. They just tend to be my favorite. And I think Ambitions was just so fun with like the interior designer career and the investigator. I loved the investigator career. I loved inventing. I made some Sims to live in Twinbrook, which is also my favorite Sims 3 neighborhood when I first got this. And I played with that family for so long. Like seriously, one of my favorite families that I've ever made and played in The Sims. Absolutely great. Generations. Oh, heavy hitters. Heavy hitters right from the start. So Generations, I think, is also absolutely that. I also, when I got this, made a family. We didn't get a new world in this, so they were just in Sunset Valley, but I used one of the houses that came with this pack. It was just great. It was added so much for the entire family. I played them for a really long time, and I just thought it really added a lot of detail to the game that already existed. It just kind of fleshed it out, and that's also another pack that makes me really happy usually. I like when it just kind of builds on what's already there instead of adding like a totally new element, which I think we're gonna see that preference crop up a few different times. So Island Paradise, here's the thing, Island Paradise kind of broke the game. It was the last pack I ever bought for Sims 3. And it added a bunch of new functionality that was cool, but it was so laggy. My game was so laggy at that point, and it just added so much. This was not it. I'm honestly gonna put this in D. I would not reinstall it if I were buying these again. If I had to buy them again, I wouldn't buy this. I wouldn't buy this one. Houseboats are not enough for me. I don't care about mermaids. It's not my favorite thing. It's not worth it to me. Okay, Into the Future. I never got Into the Future, so I can't say anything about this. I'm seeing a lot of love for it on Twitter. Follow me, ScrunchieSims on Twitter. I never played it. It didn't really interest me. I was thinking about getting the pack, I remember, and I wasn't intrigued. I wasn't into it. Honestly, I'm gonna put that in D. Anything that I did get, because anything that I didn't get from this was because I wasn't interested in it in the first place, so that's gonna get the lowest tier, and then C is gonna be things that I actually got but maybe didn't like so much. Late Night. Late Night was the first expansion I ever got for this game. I don't know if it had just come out or what, but it was the first one I got. I convinced my mom to buy, drive me to Best Buy and get it for me. I think this pack is phenomenal. One of my favorites. It's not quite up there with the Ambitions and Generations because I didn't wind up using Bridgeport a lot. Had some, routing issues. I think it's pretty famous for that. But there were some cool things about it, and I would totally play with this pack again. Absolutely. Sims 3 Pets. I have gone on the record saying that I am never super into the Pets expansion, no matter what game it is. And I'm gonna agree with it here, but it's not as bad as Island Paradise. I did get a lot of enjoyment out of this pack. I like Appaloosa Plains, the world we got with this, and I liked some of the storylines. The pre-mates in that world were actually kind of cool. And so I would install this again, and I love that we got horses. It was really cool. I think if I had to choose a best Pets expansion in this series, I would probably choose Sims 3, but Pets expansions in general for me aren't usually my faves, so that's why it got this rank. Seasons. I love Seasons. No matter what game it's for, Seasons is always my favorite expansion pack. Seasons. This got me back into playing the game after I had stopped playing Sims 3 for so long. Aliens, we finally had aliens, one of my favorite things about Sims 2, in this game, and I was so excited. I played with the Lum family from the base game Bin, and I had the teenager. He like moved out, eventually got married to like one of the Bunch kids. I think their last name is Bunch. Then they had like an alien kid, and then I played him for a while. I normally don't play like generationally. I usually can't stick with one family for that long. So the fact that this invigorated me enough to be interested in doing that for that long with seasons and got me back into the game, like, I think it says a lot. Especially, I was already super into Sims 2 at that point, as I still am, but it dragged me away from Sims 2, and it made me play this again. So big props to Seasons. Sims 3 Showtime was the first pack for The Sims 3 that, when I saw what it was about, I was like, I don't want this. So that's in D. Still not really interested in it. I don't know. It doesn't intrigue me. It does not. Okay, Sims 3 Supernatural. I love the build items that come with this. I have some of them converted for Sims 2 in my game. I love them. It was incredible how much stuff they packed into this pack. Like, this was full of content. It was pretty cool, but I didn't really play it that long. I thought some of the stuff, like the moon cycles and all the supernatural elements, were a little bit too much. They kind of overwhelmed the gameplay for me. I turned like a lot of that kind of stuff off, and I didn't really play with any of the life states that much that were added in this. I still think it was pretty cool, would probably play with it again, but it just wasn't one of my faves. Okay, Sims 3 University. This might be controversial. I do not like this pack. I hardly played with this pack. I never had a sim go to university or through... I had a sim go to university when I was playing out this pack. I never did it again. I didn't like it. I never had sims go to university afterwards. I'm putting this with C. Island Paradise. Island Paradise is a little worse, but university I really never played. I know tons of people like this. I do like some of the objects. Again, I have a lot of these objects converted for Sims 2 in my game, but I don't know. Someone who likes this pack, please just tell me why you like it so much. It gets a lot of love, and I wish I could appreciate it, but I don't. I can't. I never really played with it. I would love to know if this is one of your favorite packs, why you liked it so much, genuinely. Okay, World Adventures. World Adventures is kind of one of those standalone, like, it's a separate new element being added kind of packs. And I'm not too keen on those usually. But I really liked World Adventures. I thought it was really good. I like it so much more than Bon Voyage and Sims 2, which I don't really like that much. I'm gonna put that with Late Night because I think they did that really well. There are 3 new whole worlds for Sims to go to. The worlds are done beautifully. There are new skills. There are reasons to actually go to that new world and good benefits that you can get from going there. I think it was really well done, especially for a first expansion for the series. That was the first expansion for Sims 3. And they really went big. They really did, and I think it was really successful. Yeah, so that is my ranking. Thank you for joining me. I would love to know what your favorite expansion packs of The Sims 3 is. Are you a new player who only played Sims 4, now getting back into Sims 3? Have you always loved Sims 3? Are you revisiting it? I would love to know what you're up to right now. I don't currently have anything that can play The Sims 3 at this point without, exploding, but I would love to live vicariously through finding out about your Sims 3 habits and what your favorite expansion packs are. So thank you for joining me. If you like this video, you can subscribe to me. I make Sims content and do a few other gaming things. Yeah, thanks.